Alright, I'm gonna transform to 0-1, guys.
Lane.
What?
You have the belt upside down.
You're not authorized.
You have it
oh, right. Ichi, can I be president of Castranger?
No!
Please?
No!
Please? Please?
Don't do it. This is how he got to be the host of Voltron.
Fuck it, I make myself president of Castranger. Yay! President of Castranger!
I do not give you authority!
Cue the roll call!
We are live! Loading. Temper Seal! New caster, Super Ichi!
Loud and impulsive. Breakcaster. Lay.
Illuminate the Tokuverse. Caster Garza.
A spark of courage, power of dreams, orange caster, global circa.
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world! Radio Sentai Castranger.
Last week, we forgot it.
Yeah, whoops.
Yeah, she forgot to put the roll call in.
I was so in a rush to edit.
You forgot the one important thing!
Yeah, it's episode Vigoroth. Which
You
is the
forgot
good...
the
No,
opening.
you know why I forgot it last week? Because it was episode Slack Off.
Oh, you were slacking off?
So now it's Vigoroth, so now I have to put it twice. The roll call's so nice, I played it twice.
And then then episode slacking, you put it in, but then the next episode you can't put it in because every other turn...
Because he has to use rest.
Yeah.
He has to slack off. We'll see if we remember that joke, but that's funny.
I'll remember it.
Okay.
Welcome to episode 288 of
Castranger.
Can you
We're
not?
a gaggle
Can you
of
not?
geeks who
Can you not?
talk about tokusatsu.
Can you
and
not?
stuff. What?
Can you not?
What?
Can you not?
Can I not what?
Welcome to episode 288 of Radio Sentai Castranger.
Fuck you!
You were talking at the same time as me!
Yeah, I'm following Ross.
We're not double final form.
Can I just say something? I actually had a competitive slacking in my Pokemon Ruby game.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I've heard that they're incredible powerhouses.
So every other turn he slacks off when he can't.
Unless
No,
you
he
use,
didn't.
unless you use the move that swaps its ability with the opponent,
Yeah.
then it's busted.
He was fucking broken.
I remember Raven telling me about that. Anyways, for those who might be listening to us for the first time, we are a tightly knit clique.
Why would you choose this episode to be your first?
Yeah, why?
Because shut up!
Well, any
Also,
episode could be someone's first episode, I think.
Also, I apologize if throughout the episode I randomly burp at times because I have bad acid reflux right now. So
He's got bad ass.
I got painful burps.
Oh man,
As
guys, I wish I could do the episode, but I'm so hungry. But I don't have time to clean all the dishes.
If only we could use Skillshare.
I could skip. If only
if only we could use Audible.
If only we could use Raid Shadow Legends to get free 500,000 silver.
I got it. Cinemassacre.
Wow. As I was saying,
Sorry.
we are a tightly knit clique of tokusatsu enthusiasts who get together to talk about Kamen Rider Super Sentai and a third thing of varying degrees of quality.
A tightly knit pick.
Except this time it's also Sentai.
Yeah,
We said knit click.
Knit click.
because we're going to nitpick the hell out of the show.
Nitpick the dick bit
Nickelodeon.
It's so weird that some of us know that, even though that was never a thing in Canada.
Well, I knew
It
that
was on
about
the
that
VHS
because I had a
tapes.
Rugrats VHS tape that had that Nickelodeon.
Yeah. On the
Oh, I
Rugrats
didn't know they had
VHSs,
they had that on VHS tapes.
Yeah, it was an orange VHS tape, which was really weird.
God, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this. So, this is the second week of Metal April, where we talk about dogs.
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 There is in fact a dog in Denziman. There's a dog, and
Dogfish.
it was great.
We'll get to that.
But yeah, we're talking about Kamen Rider Zero, episode 30.
Zero. 1.
1, Gar.
What did I say?
You said
0.
0.
Oh, sorry, I have Ultraman Zero on my mind.
Yeah, well, it's
That's
10-year
fair.
anniversary.
Yes!
We're talking about...
Japan won't let us not remember. fucking shove it down our throats.
Well, I mean, Belial is the greatest thing they brought upon us for Ultraman, so...
Oh, you mean the $50 figure art that I could buy right now?
Yeah, do it.
We are talking about Kamen Rider 01, episode 30.
Mashin Sentai Kiramager episode,
Well,
yes.
Kiramager is better and better.
Are you just gonna do that all episode?
No, I'm just being a dick.
01 Kenobi.
And our featured topic for this week is the first 3 episodes of
Denshi
Denshi
Sentai Denziman.
Denziman.
Denziman,
Not-
Denjiman.
Not Denji Man, Denzi Man. There's a Z, not a J.
Dennis Man.
Sure.
Hey, Mr. Wilson! I'm a
Wow.
Sentai!
Wow.
Oh yeah, there's another Sentai in this show at the moment, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay, 01.
Please don't delete me, Guy-sama.
Oh no.
So this episode 01 is brought to you by our new amazing overlord, Zaya Enterprise, because they have successfully taken over Hiden Intelligence. I
this
couldn't be
week's
happier.
So you're saying, Emily?
On this week's episode of Kamen Rider Blade Runner.
But like,
A movie
I'm
I've never
sorry.
seen.
you know what's
Neither.
funny? Blade Runner is that one movie that I've tried to watch like 4 times and I never get around to finishing it.
I
don't know
decided
why.
to just watch Kamen Rider Blade and call that good enough.
No, so you watch
Watch your
Cardcaptor
Power
Sakura.
Yes.
Oh,
Cardcaptor Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon.
So Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
We gotta watch the new Digimon episode this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So, this is the start. Of the
I own the moon now. I'm keeping that. That's funny.
Just every time the moon is in the sky. Zaya Enterprise.
I've
Shit.
colorized the moon.
Shit. I was gonna put a photo in the Discord channel and I realized I had Messenger on.
Whoops.
I sent it to the wrong person that doesn't even know what I'm talking about.
Whoops, wrong chat.
So, yeah, so a guy has no hesitation to fucking just make a video, cameraed by Yua, by the way. She's operating the camera.
Send in your robots and we'll give you a free iPhone.
Free size.
This is what happened when
Free
Guy took over.
iPhone. Is Zaya equivalent of iPhone?
Yeah.
You went mad crazy.
So, this show is becoming more and more like Detroit Become Human in ways that I...
Yeah, like a
You
bunch of
should've
like
predicted.
schoolgirls are like going home from school, whatever, and they find like a human gear. And, and they're like, it's gross! Oh my god! Yeah. I also got you your precious Izu. This is Jen. You lose! Good day, sir!
Good day, sir.
But the opening's back.
Yeah, for how long?
But for
I
how
think
long?
it has some new clips in it, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, they updated the Jin and Horby section, which I'm actually
that was a couple of weeks ago.
yeah, but I'm actually happy because it's cool because it shows like Horby like swiping his katana, and I was like, that's cool.
I have a
No.
gun, father. That's nice. I still use
So-
katana.
I wanna.
I'm sorry. This is what Guy looks like after he became president.
No, you have
Sideshow
to.
guy!
No, you have to put up the clip where he's fucking laughing at his fucking
Presidential rally?
presidential rally.
Yeah. But yeah, Blaze is back, or Blaze is right. The opening's back, but the intro
The
before
intro,
it is gone.
You know, the AG
Guy did it.
The guy did it instead.
Yeah, because there aren't really any Humagears helping people now because of what's going on.
This feels almost like Reboot, where Bob had his opening spiel, but then we got the megabyte version.
So there's a thing in this episode that I really liked, and it was with Jin. So what I've noticed with Jin is he's kind of like the rebellious teen now, like after being like rebuilt.
Yeah, but the first saga, he was this playful little kid who didn't know how to be friends with anyone, and now he's come back as this like rebellious teen edgelord.
Yeah, and he's like rebelling against his dad. He's just like, fuck you, dad. I'm gonna save all the human gears.
It's not a form.
It's a form, dad. No, we did that in Build.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love it. Like, that's interesting when you see it that way. Like, Jin at first was like a little kid, willing to do whatever his dad asked him to do, and then he just
So he's
became...
Bender.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't believe I was fucking right. I called it that Jin and Aruto were going to team up.
Yeah,
but
team
it
up.
seems that Jin
You
has
know-
alternate agendas.
You know they're gonna start working more and more together.
Obviously, but for now, he's just like... he's like, oh, I don't believe you that you care about human gears. You keep destroying them.
It's an enemy of my enemy thing. Jin is still doing the thing that every human versus robot story does, and oversimplifying and making general statements about humans because of things specific people are doing.
And it seems like the only one who really has it right is Aruto.
Yeah.
You see, that's over. You see, Jin, that is over there. And over there needs to deal with its own problems.
Yeah. I just love that guy gets interviewed on a TV show called The President.
Yeah, so this guy only, I guess, interviews presidents. Next up, after we talked with Matsugai, Dan Kuroto, how crazy has he gone? You just hear him off stage.
I can imagine that, actually.
That'd be great.
They just announce him, you just hear him laugh off camera.
Gemu Corp, is Dan really dead? Or no, it would just be Nico.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's not the
no,
president.
She's a shareholder. She owns like half the company.
Yeah. I mean, depending on your definition.
Oh no, it's the burger dude.
Oh yeah.
GG Burger.
But yeah, Aruto tells Jin about his robot dad, who we also met because we watched the Rainbow movie this week.
And the reason why he hasn't made a new backup robot dad is because they lost his backup.
All right. So the person on the left.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Gar.
The person on the left is Aruto. The person on the right is Jin. A lot of people have been watching the Goofy movie recently on Twitter.
I mean, it's good.
Well, apparently it hit like 25 years old.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go watch the Goofy movie.
Yeah, so Guy is now basically going on a campaign to collect and scrap all Humagears.
Yeah.
And he's taken control of Ames.
I'm so proud of him.
So we see him and a couple of AIM soldiers who are now using the Raid Riser with the invading horseshoe crab key to become these new Raid Riser soldiers.
They are awesome. Yeah, Gar's flipping me off because
him.
Oh, well, I'm in the proud.
Who's him?
I'm in the. Who's who?
Who am I pointing at?
Billy? You better not be fucking pointing at Billy. He'll kill you.
Who are we talking about?
Dan Kuroto.
Dan Kuroto.
The Fowler figure.
Oh, Bowser. Yeah?
You have a giant display for Fowler. I'm flipping them off.
As I was getting into.
Ooh, someone got us a close-up of the key.
It's a scorpion.
Yeah, okay, first off, I love these suits.
Wait, is its ability hard?
Its ability is hard. Like when they put it in their driver, it says hard.
That's unfortunate. But yeah, invading horseshoe crab.
Yeah, it's because horseshoe crabs are hard. I mean, I felt like I was gonna go into like an explanation there, but I realized it really only needs that word, really.
They are 1,000% hard.
But no, I like these soldier.
The designs
suits.
are cool.
They're great. But no, I am proud to know that I am in the huge minority of people who actually love Kamen Rider Thouser, because a lot of the Toku community fucking hates him. Like, they all hate Guy.
Okay.
And sure, you could argue that makes him a good character.
He is a good written character.
He's a good villain.
How evil he is. Yeah, he's a good villain. That's why I love him.
It's not that he's a good villain, he's an effective villain. He's good at what he does, but he's not entertaining like Dan Kuroto was.
No,
and that's why people hate him.
Wait, he's not entertaining?
I don't find him entertaining.
He's my new favorite villain rider, honestly. Like, I love him.
And I'm not the only one. That's why everyone loves watching Thouser get his ass kicked like he did in this episode.
I don't.
Yes, it's a Kabuto.
No, see, it's another situation where, like, freaking, because, like, I love Metal Cluster Hopper. Like, it's my favorite suit. And so I saw him, like, fucking kick Thouser into that fucking cliffside. I was like, oh, that was really fucking cool. Thouser, no. Good job. That's so sad.
So your allegiance only lies with what the coolest thing is.
Yeah, you trend rider.
You know what?
That's not what I was trying for.
No, actually, that's true. When I was a kid, I used to, like, be obsessed with commercials, and I would always want to get, like, the best thing. So, like, when Axe Body Spray was, like, around, I bought Axe Body Spray because I thought I could get chicks with it. And then
Axe Body Spray.
And then it ended up being women hated fucking Axe Body Spray because it was stinky.
I've said it once, and I said it again. This is Lane every year of Kamen Rider.
Not wrong.
Put Thouser's face on everything in this room, someone.
Oh my god, I should get like a Zaya Enterprise big blanket.
Lane,
have a
if you do,
shirt.
I'm leaving.
I do have a shirt. I should be wearing it right now. I'm sad I'm not. But no, I am a proud Thouser fan, and I'm not ashamed of it. So
You're a prouser?
Yeah.
So Yua and Fua have another conversational argument. Yua drills Fua about quitting aims. Fua drills her about the whole free will thing again.
Yeah, Fua quit aims apparently. That was news.
Well, yeah, Zaya took them over.
I know. And
I
now
really,
he's just like,
really want to know what Yua's deal is.
Yeah.
we'll get it.
I theory crafted. We all theory crafted on that last week, so you can listen to last week's episode if you want to hear what our thoughts are. Because there was really no progression on that plot line this week.
She's just like, because she was like,
I'm doing what I want to. I swear.
No, she's like, human gears.
Bullshit.
She's like, human gears are tools. Tools.
I mean, that falls in line with Yua, because at the start of the show, she was all about, like, human gears are tools.
No, but, like, she said the word tool when she was saying, like, her speech of this episode, and then she was thinking about...
repetition there.
I don't know why my phone just did that.
She was thinking about Guy calling her a tool, and then she's like...
It turns out I was the tool all along.
It was the tools we made along the way.
Yeah.
No, that is me, Gar. That's a good accurate picture.
I don't know why my phone just did that.
I don't know. You should probably stop using those Bluetooth headphones.
Are you sure he
It's not
didn't
bad.
steal it?
Tell me your fucking dream!
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's the whole...
Have some character development or I'll fucking shoot you.
But yeah, Rampage Vulcan continues to kick Yua's ass.
We got to see Element Rampage, which is pretty rad.
Yeah, he uses...
Yeah, I was
Fire!
thinking that too when they first showed it. It was like, oh, there it is.
Fire!
Fuck!
I didn't say fire, I said
Fuck fire.
Ass, you
Oh
say
my gosh, I remember that. Wasn't that B-52 bomb? Or...
You know, well, listen to some tunes.
Well. Meanwhile, back at the Hiden office, we can see that Fukuzoe and his crony are still with the company and doting on their new president.
he has a name.
Yeah, also, I think this is the first time we finally heard what that weird little crony dude's name is.
Little crony.
His name is Yamashita.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
one
what's his
thing I
name?
did notice that was kind of funny is that it cut back to that after all the tense scenes, and we just have Guy walking into the office and it's playing like the comedy happy music.
Yeah.
I was expecting those two to like become Yzma and Kronk. Like, to the secret lab, and like they're just like, so how do we get rid of this guy?
Wrong lever!
No, because he hates that Aruto fucked up so bad, so he's like, well, Guy clearly knows what he's doing, so...
Yeah.
Winning team!
But, so we get a lot of interesting things from Jin, including he apparently snuck into the 01 pit, stole the turned off Izu, and brought her to Aruto's garage, wherever the fuck he's choosing to set up shop.
I don't know how he managed to do that, but it was impressive.
Yeah, how did he get in there?
The same way he got in the last time, I don't know.
There's a simple explanation for that.
This explosion at outside the building.
Yeah.
Yep, so you can't hear it, yeah.
So, like, Jin brings Izu to Aruto, and Aruto's like, oh, thanks, Jin. Yeah, I brought her because I wanted to. Fuck you.
She's my sister now.
Yeah. Like, I love that Jin's, like, trying to be super Sundari about it. Just like,
Yeah.
I didn't bring her back for you, Baka.
What are you gonna do? She's disabled. Oh, yeah? And Aruto pulls out the Izu key.
Secretary Izu.
I was
Kept
just
it hidden
expecting
so that
him.
she would be with him.
And then she wakes up, and then Jin's just like, come with me!
Run away with me, sister!
Come with me if you want to live.
So, how are you gonna wake her up? Well, Jin, it's quite simple. Wake up! Slap her.
No, it's
I
just
was
like,
thinking more like True Love's
It's-
Kiss or something.
it's just in Avengers when Hulk, like, fucking screams, ah! Please don't know when he kissed me.
She just wakes up. Hello, Aruto-sama. You're quite good at turning me on.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Fuck.
Why
The
though?
ears. Wow.
Who made that?
Oh no, that's great.
I want a Japanese blues clue.
So
We
they were
just found a progress. Wonder where it's from. it's the key.
Yeah.
Wait.
So Jin runs away with Izu and runs smack into a guy with his parasol and a couple of darned guards.
Darned guards.
Grunkalunka dunkety darned guards.
Also, he came in in like a CGI helicopter.
Yeah, you see a helicopter fly away. Like, he just like get dropped off by the company helicopter.
There you go. Yeah.
I also
Wow.
hear about armed guards without thinking of that.
That's
so.
not all of them.
Every single face.
That's still not all of them.
It's not even Lane. That's Emily.
Yeah,
And that's the old pink caster helmet.
that is actually Pink Caster.
And it's not
Yeah,
every Krusty.
Emily's got to do a update of like those cute chibi drawings.
So yeah, they run into
I
Guy,
have to do new art. I'm sorry.
and we have guns this time, and Aruto gets straight up shot.
Yes. Oh my
It
god.
shows like a little shockwave, I guess, to suggest it's not a normal bullet.
What is it, like a taser gun?
I forgot the Aruto
Yeah,
face
I
of the
don't
week.
know what that's supposed to mean.
I decided to use the Aruto face of the week as this.
Hold on.
Hang on, what is it?
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. From Jin.
Yeah.
And then, Harvey, you are being deceived.
Yeah.
And then here's the Aruto face of the week. He's dead.
But
And then there's Aruto. He's dead.
But
Oh, no.
surprisingly,
Izu's in the fridge!
So surprisingly, Aruto had all of the Humagear keys.
I can't fucking believe this bastard! So
He made a vest out
That's
of
what I was thinking. I was thinking that too, the guy from GX.
Yeah, maybe. That was actually a good one, Kaguya. No, and the funny thing is, they're releasing that as a shirt. It's a shirt with like the
why didn't that
keys
come
on
up
it.
in my newsfeed?
I
Why
have no
didn't we
idea.
talk about that on the
It
news?
didn't
I
come up
don't
in my
know.
newsfeed for some reason.
I don't know, but yeah, that was a shirt.
Okay, so Aruto blocked a bullet with one of the job progress keys.
Mamoru.
And it was Mamoru.
Mamoru.
Well, I guess Mamoru's data's damaged.
No, I think
security
it's just 'cause
guard.
he's a security guard, yeah.
But would it be
Security guard,
it would be
Mamoru.
so fucking sad if, like, because the key took that bullet, that his data was just gone.
But now I'm just thinking of Dumb and Dumber. Say I wore a bulletproof vest. What if he shot you in the head?
Yeah, what if you shot me in the face? I'm just thinking of Problem Child. Are you okay, sir? Oh, I'm okay, officer. You got me in the prune.
But yeah, we hear the key get called out and it says Mamolu.
Mamolu.
Also,
Oh,
I watched some clips from the Taro special, which we will talk about next month, and the fucking call out for that key is Fukin Horkai Tarlo.
Yeah, they're doing
El
some weird
Barto.
BLs and R's again.
Tarlo. But yeah, there's some funny bits in that. I can't wait to talk about it. So yeah, Aruto saved himself with the fucking job keys, and he just like rips his shirt up to go, ha-ha,
And then he
bitch!
makes a pun, but he doesn't do the Janito thing.
No, I loved it too. Just like, guys, just like, 1 second. You, did you get all the information to delete it? You, it's not here. What?
Yeah, so like, we see all the keys that he's got, so that's supposedly all the Humagear data, so what? There's only like 16 models of Humagear in existence?
Okay,
I mean, to
And
be
it
fair,
just happens to be the ones that we've met?
I gotta, hang on, keep talking. I'm just gonna put up a clip. I have to meet Emily for a second, but hang on.
Oh, sorry.
Keep talking, it's okay.
But like, yeah, he's got like all the 16, like a bunch of different job keys, which are all the ones that we've met over the series, and I'm like, so you've saved all their backups on those, so there are no other models of Humagear in existence?
So this is Guy with you,
I don't know if that was picked up.
Oh, hang on. I'll play it again. Actually, I gotta find a better clip.
Oh my god.
But,
Oh, here we go.
I beg your pardon? Fired. But
That's from the Cat in the Hat movie.
I don't think he actually fired her, though.
No, he didn't. I'm just saying that's probably what was going through through his head.
Yeah.
Wait, the picture didn't show up, but I think I know what it is.
Well, he wasn't posting a picture. It was an audio clip.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
I made the joke that he's dead.
Oh.
So he's...
Just the dancing funeral meme.
Yeah, that's the line.
Yep, it's Humberflu.
So, Aruto tries to henshin with the 01 driver, and he's not authorized.
Because he's no longer president.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so like as like Thouser's about to do a jacking break on him, he like goes like I'm fucking 01. He transforms, and the way he transformed was fucking amazing. So while he was doing it, fucking Izu like registered him a new company, which then made him the president of said new company. And he had the authorization.
She registered a company and filed all that paperwork in a fucking second instant.
Yeah.
Bullshit!
No, that's great. No, she can do it.
As someone who has gone through the process of forming a company, that's fucking bullshit!
You're not a robot, though, who can, like, do shit at the speed of sound.
Well, no, but it takes days to authorize all that shit.
Maybe for humans.
No, for the government! Because the government needs to be like, what's this? The fuck is this? You just can't do this.
Yeah, she did it.
I just imagine that there's some...
I want to live in Lane World.
I just imagine that on some government official's computer, a pop-up came up to authorize the company, and someone accidentally clicked it at that instant while they were trying to click on something else.
That's it. Fred's son's fired.
Oh. Ugh, excuse me.
Then again, the government's currently through a pandemic, so I could see them just going through it like nothing.
But yeah, so Aruto turns into Zero on Rising Hopper again.
Yay.
Hooray, base form.
Well, yeah, because we haven't seen it in a while.
Also,
It was
it's
nice
new,
to hear the
new
full Henshin
beginnings.
song.
Yeah. But yeah, so apparently Izu formed the new company Hiden Manufacturing.
Trademark.
Because I guess Aruto's gonna fix all the robots.
Yup.
He's gonna fix everyone's dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
Also,
here we go again.
Also, at some point that isn't clearly illustrated, Izu achieved singularity.
Yeah,
They don't clearly underline that fact, but then Jin just says it happened.
I always wondered exactly when or what her status it was, so I'm glad they at least cleared up that she is technically reached singularity.
And then,
But I feel like we were waiting for this all series, and for it to be so undercut by everything else happening around it is kind of a shame.
no, and then...
It's like, I've been able to hit you again! Oh yeah, Izu's alive, whatever.
And then Horby just shows up again, and he's just like, oh, well, the Ark, blah, 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 like as he always fucking says.
The
I'm
Ark
like,
wants him
we
to
get
live.
it, you love the Ark.
I love the leader!
I love you, Dr. Zess.
No, what's that? What was that episode of Simpsons with Becky or whatever like that? The Ark,
And ye shall call it the Ark!
Shut up, Becky.
I know where you live! My house!
Shut it, Becky. There, I finally said it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that episode's great. Becky, you're my rose. You let me be your thorn.
So, fight happens, whatever. Metal Cluster Hopper shit stomps everyone.
Yep, as like Metal Cluster Hopper do.
And then we cut back to Aruto at his new office, Hiden Manufacturing.
I don't know how he got that office, but alright!
Did she, like, also purchase property in that instant?
Yeah, like, did she steal, like, hidden
Because, like, to register a
Well,
company...
they know a real estate agent, but...
Well, no, Smile would have been
Yeah, I know.
discontinued.
To register a company, you need to have the corporate address ready, so did she just, like, purchase property and in the same instant she filed that trade?
His
The
final form is just going to be all those job keys just chucked into
Oh,
one
God,
fucking key.
please
He's gonna
no.
become
Please
the-
don't do Genius again.
He's gonna become the ultimate worker.
Yeah, he's going to be the Humagear.
He'll just be a progress key.
No, he'll be Kamen Rider 01 freelance worker.
God.
he'll just become a progress key.
Yeah, he'll have the cooking
Oh my
abilities
god, I
and
can almost imagine that.
the protecting skills of Mamoru.
Just-
The
just-
ab launching of Taro.
Cooking power! Can you imagine if he got Final Form Ride by decade? He would just turn into a progress key.
Yeah.
I saw someone mention that the final form should say, like, finalized, not authorized.
No, he wouldn't turn into a person. He turned into a giant Attache caliber.
Oh god.
No, he would turn
The
into...
caliber.
No, he would turn into a giant grasshopper.
Oh, yeah. Just turn-
No, I could see him being a giant attached caliber, because think of the Blade.
Yeah, exactly. I need to get that for my decade figure.
Yeah.
They have the Blade for sale.
But yeah, so they get his new office, which according to Blaze says it's just Taiga's hospital. I didn't see it, but I mean, I don't know.
Taiga didn't have a hospital.
What are you talking about? The building Taiga worked out in for the entirety of the show.
Oh, that Taiga.
The good Taiga.
The good type.
The Kamen Rider Taiga.
Yes. So yeah, he gets his new business cards, and they say CEO and Kamen Rider.
And
Oh,
Kamen
gee,
Rider.
I wonder where he mentioned that from.
Yeah, convenient that we
Are
watched
we gonna
the
get a
Rainbow movie this
premium
week.
Yeah, the
Bandai
Rainbow movie freaking had that.
Aruto's
Get
credit
eventually.
card? I mean Aruto.
Naruto's credit card
I
premium
meant to say
Bandai.
business card and I said credit card.
Credit card? You got it.
Don't leave home without it.
Credit rise. Nope, credit's gonna fall real far.
No.
Yeah. So next week, the campaign against the Humagears continue, and also the manga guy comes back because he wants his robot that draws for him
Because he can't draw for shit anymore.
because he needs G-Pen.
I wonder if he's still making.
I am
I
G-Pen.
wonder if he's still making Punching Kong like
The
character.
manga?
Yeah.
No, he had to change everything around.
Now he's making a 1,000 manga.
Oh my god. I want that. That'd be awesome. I don't read manga, but I'd read 1,000 manga.
Yeah.
You can watch for 100 animes, but you can't freaking watch.
Read manga.
But you can't freaking watch.
I read the
Ultraman
Bleach
with
manga.
Oh,
That makes you happy.
Blaze is bringing up a good point. Since he doesn't have access to the satellite, does that mean he doesn't have access to his bike anymore?
Oh no.
So he's not a rider.
Whatever, he's not using his bike anyway! He'll just turn Izu to a bike and ride her.
He used it in the movie.
For like one scene.
That counts.
Anyways, Guard, take us in.
Kirameki.
It was so good.
Duh.
So this episode's about Tametomo and his epic gamer team, Spark of Bullet,
Against
against a team that's clearly inspired by Kamen Rider Vulcan.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
fucking
was
shooting
thinking
wolf.
that's a little bit obvious.
Just the higher ups at Toei.
I mean, Fua has to do something now that he's quit Ames.
Just
He's a gaming coach.
He's good at shooting.
Just the higher ups at Toei Company are just looking down from their building, be like, "Do you get it?"
Yeah.
I
It's
was
funny.
wondering if the
I
game
don't hear
that
any of
Tametomo
this.
was playing was a game that exists in this universe.
They were playing God Eater,
God
which
Eater
is a
3.
Bandai game.
Okay, so it actually does it. It actually is a game that
Yes.
that exists.
I just-
that
I just-
Bandai has.
I
Yeah.
believe God
wouldn't-
Eater
I just
3.
wouldn't put God Eater as like in a competitive game.
Maybe there's a versus mode in it. Maybe you race to kill the same monster.
Yeah, I guess so.
It reminds me of how in the Lilo and Stitch anime, which there was a Stitch anime.
I'm sorry.
They played what was it? I'm trying to remember the name of the game, but it was a game that was a Disney owned property.
Toontown?
No, it was around the same time as Fossil Fighters and had basically the same concept, but was called something else.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, in the flashbacks, Tame and his grandpa play Tekken.
Yeah, and like speaking of his fucking grandfather, he like talks about like, oh yeah, so I wanted like this game, but like he got me the wrong game, and so I wanted him to get it.
So I yelled his face off, and then he fucking died.
Died of a heart attack.
Like,
Yikes.
later, not from
Same
No,
night.
the same night.
Well, yeah, but like later, not when like he was arguing with him.
Yeah, no, obviously.
So it's not the argument that killed him. It's just Tametomo feels upset because he's like, that was the last time I talked to my grandfather.
Yeah, I yelled at him and called him doo-doo head.
So I'm like 8 years old.
He took my shoes, and then he kicked me.
I told him to stop, but he wouldn't go.
Broke my hand.
Yeah.
Legend lives on.
Also, this episode gives off heavy implications that Tametomo and Senna are going to be a thing, just like we speculated from the very first teaser.
Oh yeah, because she's like her his personal
Groupie.
cheerleader.
Yeah, and she like bumps him in the back of the knees playfully, and they're hanging out together basically the whole episode.
Yeah, and he's like, "Can you not
That was
fucking?"
pretty sweet though.
Yeah, I like it, and I hope this gets fleshed out more.
Yeah, he's like, "Can you not like cheer so loud?" She's like, "I'm sorry, I just got so worked up."
Number one fan.
Have my baby.
I also
Have your
am still
baby!
confused why they're wearing their Kiramager uniforms outside everywhere.
Yeah, that's
I mean, I guess
kinda
it's
weird.
for ease of
It's-
use, but
Because shut up.
It feels like because they're like magic themed, they should be able to like summon their uniforms with a spell, but then have their normal uniforms or their normal clothes everywhere else.
I would love if his
They just wear them all the time, I guess, unless they're like doing their jobs, but sometimes also when they're doing their job.
I would love if his gaming team was just like, oh, is there a new uniform? And like they all wear it.
Oh my god, that'd be cool.
That'd be awesome. There!
And you could
There's
have
the
the Tiger
partners!
get confused as to which one is him. That would be interesting.
Yeah, and then they became the partners for the support machines.
Yeah, the support machine's partners are just the rest of his gaming squad.
It's the Tometomo Sentai!
Yeah, the Spark of Bullet Sentai.
But you're right that dear goodness, his backstory, oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
Spoiled gamer boy.
Right.
And that's why
He
doesn't
might
get
have
into
killed his
arguments.
grandfather.
No, he didn't.
Not on purpose.
Yeah.
So this episode is about Shovelo, the Yellow Zord, deciding that he wants his Power Ranger to lead the team.
Fuck Jewel. Jewel sucks.
He only birthed me, no big deal.
No, but like it's weird that like he's like, oh, Jewel's a good kid and everything, but
I thought at some point Shovelo was going to complain about being an excavator, but that never happened.
Not yet.
no, but what was weird about it was like he says, oh, if I have to accept Jewel as leader, like that's the rules, okay, I accept it. But then later on just goes, no, fuck Jewel. I'm like, but you just said you were okay with the rules.
No, what he said he was okay with was the Red Zord being the leader. The leader Zord. Because it's the red stone.
Oh, but he's like, oh, Jewel's not fun.
But I think Tometomo should be the leader, because Jewel's a wuss.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
That's some real fucking gratitude for the man who drew you into existence.
I mean,
Shitbag.
to be fair,
Oh.
He did
We've
exist,
had
he just
6
gave him a different
episodes.
form.
and Yellow has been taking charge a lot.
Yeah, like full credit where credit's due. Tometomo is a fucking genius tactician.
Like,
Yeah,
think
he is
of
the
it.
best strategically, and he's a really good part of the team because of that.
Yeah, we meet the monster of the week, who's a fucking joystick Jimenshi. How coincidental.
And then he's gonna play us all.
And his ability is to use his face to control people he locks onto. And Tometomo immediately comes up with the idea to jam his joystick with the Kiramager discs, which was really, really smart.
Yeah,
actually.
no, he took a lot of leadership. Took up a huge leadership, and I like that.
I mean, heck, in episode 2, we even saw him do that when they all morphed together. He went to Jewel and he was like, "Hey, contact Green. We need her right now."
Yeah.
But like they were like saying like, oh man, like I can't believe like he shows so much leadership. I'm like, well, no, that's fine if like different members of the team like take charge, because like sometimes their skills work out well with like what they're fighting.
Everyone can have their own specialty.
Exactly. Like,
And that's kind of the whole theme of the Sentai, isn't it? The
Yeah.
whole everyone has different ways to shine.
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
was-
a neat idea.
I was fine that Jewel took a fucking like
Backseat.
took a step back this episode's leader. Like, I was fine with that.
Yeah, the other plotline this episode is how they're starting to find the quote-unquote earth-grown Kirame stones, which are basically the support Zords. But, oh no, they're only 10% grown, so we can't make them yet.
So they're amethyst.
Kinda.
This is kindergarten.
Amethyst, oh my gosh, you're right.
Which makes me wonder, if they had fully grown, they would have been like bigger vehicles, and they would have like sought out partner rangers for them, probably.
Either that, or maybe it's like they would actually speak. Like, they do speak, but like...
They're like babies.
They say like their catchphrases.
They're
Yeah.
babies! Oh!
What, did you expect them coming out to speak Shakespeare?
Yeah. So Shovelo decides to come up with this plan to mutiny real quick over here, and he secretly tells Jewel to go and spawn the support stones against everyone else's wishes.
Ichi.
Because
it's
he
not
wants to make
mutiny.
his own Sentai.
It's...
Yeah, so he wants to form his own team, the Tometomo Sentai Tame Tsukiger.
The Tame lovers.
Yes. The Tame loving rangers.
Is there 6 Ranger to love combo?
It's funny, like
The stranger is Herbie the Love Bug.
they mentioned it at the end of the episode, like before during the ending, and it's like, oh, there's still only one member though, and it's just like Tamatomo just turns
Why? You know what would have been amazing for that bit if Senna was just like, I'll join.
Yeah, I'll join.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't do that.
What?
No, he said why.
Those little bits before the ending.
Yeah. Yeah, so Shovelo tries to get this coup off the ground, and they spawn the support machines, Roland the Roller, Carry the Carrier, and Lift on the Forklift. They're adorable, if not simple and weird.
It's a little interesting how they work in battle. Like, we have the actual fork.
Gar looks like he got something to say.
Oh, you're right, Gar?
I can't see you, so...
The names.
Uh,
I can't fucking handle these names.
Oh, the support machines?
Roland.
Roland. No, and they made like fucking like puns and shit. Like one of them like said like transfoam, and I'm like,
well, that's just how the subbers chose to do it. They just make onomatopoeia and puns
like
with their names.
One of the subtitles was like Jabby Jab, and I'm like, come on.
Jabby Jab.
Jab Jab.
Shisha. Ultradale.
Yeah.
But my favorite part was it's like, hey, ring, ring, ring. Hey, look, this is Jewel. Hey, why don't you come make these things come alive?
Roland from Kaiba. There's his partner, Ranger.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, Kirame counter, or Kirame King counter, he said it once this episode.
So what's our total?
11.
Okay.
Alright, he's slacking.
So, Tamatomo comes up with a secret plan to not only defeat the monster, but also convince Shovelo that Jewel's a good leader.
Every
But
time
the
you say
weird thing
Shovelo,
is
I'm
that
just thinking
that
like a
plan
thick
is a
Russian
lot-
accent.
Hold on. Everyone's talking at once.
Every time I hear Shovelo, all I'm just thinking is, it's me, Shovelo. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm mutinying here. Emily, what were you saying?
That I think it's a little bit weird a message to have that his plan that ultimately convinces Shovelo that Juro is a good leader is basically just entirely based on a lie.
Yeah. Not exactly the best message, but, I mean, gotta do.
It's not a lie. It's faking the truth. It's like what Trump does with news.
But he should
Let's
have
not
him,
do this.
He should have him have genuinely
He'll grow into it.
realized.
He'll eventually actually get to that level.
It's like how we never told Lane
Will
he's
they
adopted.
admit to him that it was a ruse at that time? Because that's important if that happens.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to tell you, my brother already beat you to it.
He was adopted first.
Let me try that again. Here we are.
So Tamatomo's plan is to use a Dia-clone, and I'm pleasantly surprised to see them making such frequent use of the Dia.
Wait,
Which means why is it not on Premium Bandai yet?
Wait, hang on. They use a transformer?
That's actually surprising, you're right.
The little crystal clone doll.
Oh, I thought you said Diaclone.
Dia-kun.
Diacune.
They use it to spawn a spare Yellow, so actual Yellow off quote-unquote camera that the Coconut Tower's watching from, Yellow nabs the joystick who's locked on to Jewel and uses it to pilot him and do epic gamer flips and basically shit kick all the mooks to prove to Shovelo that Jewel's a good leader and a capable fighter.
Diacune. Diaclone. I see what you did.
Viacom.
I see what you did there, writers. Fucking Transformer reference.
Okay. But yeah, so the plan goes off successfully. Shovelo's convinced. And then we get the actual roll call, which is still great.
Yep.
So they finish off the monster. And then we get the best part of the episode. The Jamenju Catcher Ligony.
Oh,
The
good,
mother
excellent timing.
Catch your
Fucking-
dinosaur.
crane
Excellent
game
timing.
monster.
Yep.
I want this to be adapted into Power Rangers.
I just love watching this thing shimmy on screen, and then in this gif, you see just Kira Mason just like
The fuck?
Excuse the fuck me?
No, and it actually does like the music
just
of when like the
slides
claw's
in.
moving, and it's just like dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, the
It
music.
has the music, yeah.
Oh my god, like that has to be someone's ringtone by now.
I'm curious
Just
as to whether or not
it's just-
how successful is this crane game in Japan.
UFO catchers are like ubiquitous, I think.
It's
But,
a
like,
pretty
but-
staple game.
But are they better than American crane games where you can't win jack shit?
Kotetsu's
I think they're a
released
lot
some
more
videos.
efficient than American ones, but I don't
They're
know.
they're a lot more prevalent in
Get
Japan.
over the face.
In terms of
looking over.
success rate, that's all up to player skill.
What the fuck?
When your friend's going on a crazy meme train.
This thing is completely inaccurate to actual crane games because it picks up absolutely everything it goes after.
Exactly.
You mean me, Gar? I watched like an hour's worth of memes last night.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I watched it with you.
Yeah, it was fucking great.
That means you're both meme trash.
I'm an ultra meme trash.
Ultra-ash.
You
Nice.
bet your ass.
But I love that this establishes that the Jumenju are each fall into categories because this is the second Ligony, which is like this weird bestial dragonic sort of model for the suit, and then
They swap out the
the
masks.
individual ones are going to swap out the masks for different power sets. So that's a pretty smart cost-saving measure, and it pretty well falls into their lore.
That's
Yep.
true.
So we're going to see all kinds of blank Ligony and blank whatever the other one was.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
I
It
think they're called like Marsks.
saves money.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're marks.
because it's Jamen, which is like Kamen.
Oh.
They wear masks.
Yeah, because Kamen is mask, so Jamen, I guess, is being translated as Marsk. I don't know what the actual translation is, but it's probably just like evil mask.
Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the fucking Catcher Ligony picks up building shards and throws it at Kiramazen, and then just straight up drops Kiramazen and then picks it up and tosses it around. And then there's this one shot where it slides under a bridge like it's falling out
It's
of
like the prize,
the prize
sliding
slot.
out of the machine. Yeah.
That's so good!
Yeah, no.
Why did I win? Your doom!
What have you won? Death!
By
Eggs.
eggs.
You could have exile or exile.
Yep. And then that's when they decide to bust out the support machines. So we see Kiramazen carry, which is a sword and shield. We see Kiramazen Roland, which has a hammer. And then we see Kiramazen Lifton, which is knife and fork.
Oh man.
A literal forklift.
Yep.
It's a fuck off. It's a forklift. It turns into a fuck off.
That's hilarious.
Fuck all
Yep.
Can't handle these fucking puns.
I'm surprised that we're moving through these support machines so rapidly. Any other Sentai, this would have been spread up over 3 episodes, and that makes me hopeful that we're going to get into series plot later.
My best guess is because 2 of them are sold as a 2-pack, and the other one comes with the base set.
I guess.
So I guess they want to show them all off right now.
That just depends on what they chose first. Did they choose the toy schedule and then schedule script the show around it, or did they script the show and then the toy release schedule around that?
My best guess is they had the basis of the plot, and then Bandai came in with the toy designs, and they were like, okay, we'll release these here.
Yeah. So they finish off the monster, and back at base, Crystal Babyface has the conversation with Tametomo, wherein it's revealed
Crystal
that
baby face.
Tametomo actually does kind of want to be the leader. So maybe we'll come back to that plot line later in the show.
And then he becomes Omazeo.
Imagine they swapped colors. That'd be amazing.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
we'll see.
Who knows?
So next episode is going to be focused on Pink, where Sayo basically de-ages back into canon.
Or rather, a child.
5-year-old canon.
Is this going to
That's
be
a
canon?
very strange episode idea since her body doesn't change.
Yeah. It's about her being a 5-year-old in a whatever her age is body.
20-year-old.
Holy shit, a Jewel! You're 6. Holy crap, a Jewel! You're 6.
Goo Goo Gaga Jewel. Too far.
back.
It's like that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward gets brain damage.
How many Dickie Roberts jokes are we gonna make this week?
Oh, too many.
Well, you want to take us in?
Oh, is Aqua Red coming back?
Close.
KiramaYellow.
Oh,
Denshi
so
Spock!
I know.
Aqua Red would just be red.
Oh! Greetings, everyone. I wasn't expecting to come back for another month.
Why are you in a bathrobe, KiramaYellow?
I was showering.
What the fuck?
In your suit?
We asked.
Yes.
We asked for.
It keeps the armor clean.
We asked for
That's fair.
a good Showa Sentai, and you gave us this crap.
Ooh.
What was wrong with it?
And I do mean woof.
Goldcaster Garza, whatever. You handle this. I'm gonna go finish my shave.
The fuck out of here!
I mean, okay, to be fair, everyone, yes, this is the second week of Metal April where we're talking about the first 3 episodes of Denshi Sentai Denziman. And you're probably wondering, alright, where's the spiel? Where's the script? There's no script.
We're going off script this week.
Like, seriously, I could not find any background information on Denziman except for like a handful of few things.
So it's just very mysterious?
Not that it's very, very mysterious. It's more of just...
The series is so bad, no one cares.
Well, no, it's a generic show. Just, alright, we're working on it, guys. That's it.
Yeah, let's get this out of the way. We did not enjoy this very much.
I gotta say, the Showa Sentais you've showed us so far, Guard,
this is kind of the weakest
one.
Which is weird because I really
usually
like it.
Every Showa era show that you put us through, there's something that it's fraught with all kinds of wackiness that keeps us entertained, even if the actual plot is not that engrossing. The only thing this series had to keep us the least bit entertained through the first 3 episodes was a talking dog.
It had a talking dog.
Which, I swear to fucking God, it brainwashed them to be a Sentai.
Alright, I
Well,
actually do
it's
have...
so weird because
like-
it would go up to each member and it would just sparkle them out of nowhere. And it would just be like, now you are Denji
Now you're
Code.
Denji Blue.
Yeah, so
He brainwashed them.
this dog comes from space in like...
I see, by the way.
Yeah,
That's
its
good.
name is Icy. It comes from space in a flying island reminiscent of the Animarium, but I guess it did it first. And then walks up to each of these 5 protagonists who are all woefully unexplained and very little, if any, motivations to their own characters. And it just says, hey, yeah, hi, you're a Denziman. And they go, yeah, okay. And then they go along and fight evil, and there's almost no personal
it felt very,
motivations.
very, very rushed.
See, like, yeah, because...
It was very, very rough.
Yeah, there's an episode Garsh told us about where apparently the dog pilots the mech.
And it has the
I did
seatbelt
notice
on.
one thing kind of weird is, and Gar told me about this, is that in the older Sentai, people just straight up die on screen every
yeah.
time a monster
Yeah,
attacks.
people are murdered.
Oh yeah, that's something I've definitely
but
noticed.
at the same time, they actually wear seatbelts when they're in their vehicles, which they don't do now.
Practice mech safety.
I mean, to be fair, okay, I actually
Practice safe mechs.
I do have some information on this show. This is Marvel and Toei's second Super Sentai show together, 3rd show overall. According to the Japanese Wikipedia page, there were plans to bring over. You know how like Battlefield J was supposed to be a Captain America show?
Yeah.
Apparently, there were 2 options: Silver Surfer and the Incredible Hulk.
Oh.
Toei was like, fuck that shit. How about we just take elements from all these shows and we'll put them into one? So, Go Rangers color code suits, we'll do that. Robots from Spider-Man, we'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
we'll have some of them be like investigation thing, like Jacka. So basically, like they brought like bits and pieces together to make this show.
Kit Bash Sentai?
Now,
Yeah.
the one thing that I think why this show didn't work for me personally was this show centered around like aliens. Like that's how they got their powers.
Yes, this is the first Super Sentai show to feature aliens
From Denziman.
or rather, the main focus is aliens.
Yeah, and I think that's why I didn't like it, because all the other ones that you've shown us, they're all like based off like organizations and man-made like stuff, and I love that. I like that aspect of these old school Sentais.
See, for me, I really like alien stuff.
So, but no, me too. I just think this was too early to do that plot.
It does make a lot of people in the show come off as unrelatable. But then it doesn't matter who anyone is if the main human cast is explained almost nothing about.
Where you have Jacko or
right, that they can just use the because aliens excuse for almost anything that happens.
Yeah, and like they have to be fucking brainwashed because they just accept it.
The only one who comes close is Pink, because at one point she was like, "No, I'm gonna go do tennis."
Yeah, I'm gonna be a world tennis champion like my coach wanted me to. Cut to showing her coach being fucking burned to death. Practice your backhand!
He just spontaneously combusted. Hey, you want to be a Power Ranger?
Her coach, who looks like the dude from the hot Mario Kart DS commercials, just gets fucking burned to death.
Also, she didn't have an English name. So
yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, all their names were based off colors except for blue.
Yeah.
Because Kenji-Oba doesn't need that shit.
Yeah, Kenji-Oba's back in it again.
Yeah, so we have
fine.
Akagi Ippei as our red, Momoi Akira as our pink, Kiyama Jun as our yellow, and Midorikawa Tatsuya as our green, and then our blue is Ome Daigoro. And I'm like, that's not a blue pun.
One's just the only one without a color pun.
Now, the Denziman theme, fucking super catchy.
I think that's my favorite out of the Showa themes that I've heard.
Hell, there's a shot of like the blue range, like Denshi Blue as a scientist, where like a bunch of shit explodes.
No, that's Denzi-Yellow.
Oh, Denshi-Yellow. A bunch of shit explodes in his face.
The face he makes.
Yeah, it was really funny.
But I personally love this show. Like, I just finished it like a few weeks ago.
I'm sure it probably gets better from there.
Yeah,
but
I just think
based on these 3 episodes, we didn't.
Yeah, it had a really slow start.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like, I've watched the entire
You have.
like the entire show. Like I watched all of Go Ranger, Jacka, and then like I already watched Battle Fever, and then I went to Denziman, which so like I saw the progression of like how these shows were going. So like I fell in love with Denziman a lot. And oh shit, where was I going with that?
Well, while you figure that out, let's talk about the villains.
Oh,
so the evil aliens of this show are
We
the
have
Vader
evil
clan.
from Snow White.
The Vader clan, headed by Queen Hedrian, who's played by Bandora's actress again.
Yeah, Witch Bandora.
Yeah, Witch Bandora. This was her first official Super Sentai role.
Which, like, good for her. And then we had General Hedera.
Yeah.
Who I liked him. He was cool because he kind of had like that. I guess maybe he got some inspiration, like Garza got inspiration from him. Yeah,
that moon helmet was really neat. I like the
Queen Hedrian looked like she inspired Xerneas.
Yeah,
this fucking space deer lady.
Then she had like these two like generals who are these two women, which I think in the show should have just made them her daughters or something. I think that would be
like
cool.
Mira and Kira or some shit.
So Mira could turn into a mirror,
which we saw, which was weird.
And the other one, she turns into a shield.
Oh,
and the monsters, I have to say, really lazy. Like
really
they were doing
design.
this whole like half and half motif. So like the first one they have is called Flying Squirrelar,
or at least that's what his name was translated to.
And
right?
like it was like a flying squirrel monster, but like it didn't look anything like that. So I just
it looked like a bunch of villi from a small intestine stapled together.
Because like in Jacka, we had a fucking Nazi crocodile, and that was actually like memorable. I'll remember that.
Did you just say Nazi crocodile?
Yes, you missed the Nazi crocodile. It was, and he was like
Crocodile.
Yeah, the spirit of Hitler lived inside him apparently. So.
Oh my god! Why is Togu so weird?
Yeah. And the Sixth Ranger in Jacka, or like their leader, disguised himself as Hitler, saying he was so great of his work he came back from the dead.
Yep.
So good.
Anyway, listen to last week's episode for all that. And then the monster in the second episode, Shabonlar, which is basically a crab thing that spits acid bubbles.
Fucking bubbles.
Fucking kills this woman on
bubbles.
stage.
There
She
are
like,
a lot of crabs with bubble attacks in Japanese media.
Yeah.
but yeah, like these bubbles attack this like woman like playing the violin at a concert or something, and she like turns shatters into fucking pieces. I was like, yeah,
Wow, Bubble Beam was super effective.
brutal.
Wait, he's a crab. Crabby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cookie.
that's-
But yeah,
I guess
so-
it's just like how in Japanese media, a lot of the time for some reason jellyfish are associated with electricity.
Yeah.
Oh, and also the Denziman, they get jobs at an athletics club.
Yeah.
It's like one teaches science at an athletic club.
Oh boy.
Well, okay.
What is this,
I
the
know.
YMCA?
Yeah, it's kind of like a peer group.
Yeah.
Community
I
center?
thought
Yeah,
at first
community
you
center.
said they got jobs at Netflix.
But this is the first Sentai to have a proper transformation device.
Yeah, they have rings.
So the
The-
Denzi rings.
Which basically makes them the Lantern Corps.
Well,
They say-
imagine Green Lantern with the Flash, because you know how like with the
Yeah.
Flash he keeps his suit in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, later on it's revealed that like that's the only way that they can transform.
Yeah, they say Denji Spark, and then the suit flies out of the ring and then goes on,
Denji
and then
Spark.
they adjust their helmets.
Which
Their suits are cool.
so
The
A
suits
little
are
like
alright.
exposed computer brain is pretty neat.
Yeah, I kind of like that
I
design.
didn't like that.
So that leads me back to the few notes I found behind the scenes. The big thing that they were pushing for this season was a science fiction theme, because science fiction was apparently a huge thing in the in the late 70s and early 80s. Gee, I wonder why. Cue John Williams' Star Wars theme for 1 second. Hell, the main antagonist is
Yeah.
called the Vader clan.
Yeah, no, that was absolutely...
Yeah, I thought it came from
Right on the
Invader,
nose,
but-
guys.
That's what they want you to think.
I mean, hell, apparently Darth Vader was based on Hakaider from the original Kikaider show. So I guess Japan was like, we're taking that back.
Yep.
Hell, in Battle Fever J, there's a villain named Black Mask who looks like Darth Vader.
Wow.
Yep.
The monsters, in addition to having not great designs, when they grow giant, the fucking effects for it are so hilarious. It looks like someone just took them into Photoshop and just stretched the image out.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's 1980. What do you want?
They could have just had it like flash and grow big, or like glow colors or
Do
something.
the Ultraman fucking
Do
thing.
something.
I don't want to interrupt, but may I say something?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just mom.
Sorry, you
And-
cut out. Say again.
I just got a good night message from my mom, and it contains some of her feedback on Denziman
Oh.
from
Oh,
what
she
she
watched it
saw,
with you.
which was, I hope the podcast is going well. My vote is definitely on the dog as the star of the show.
Of course.
Which,
Yeah.
that's the thumbnail this week.
Yeah,
It's
thumbnail-
just the
oh,
dog.
The
the dog.
thumbnail's just going to be several different shots of IC.
Yep.
And the
dog!
center,
Yeah,
the center of the thumbnail has to be like him doing like the hypnotizing fucking eyes there.
Like you see his fucking eyes glow, and I'm like, oh god, it's Five Nights.
But, like, the funniest thing that I love about this dog is that, like, they're not trying to make it look like he's a puppet and, like, they're having him speak. No, it's just a dog on screen.
He's not a puppet. He's a pupper.
It's a dog who doesn't know where the fuck it is.
Yeah, the dog is just standing there having the...
How hard must it have been to film with that?
Oh, I want to see all the outtakes of this dog. Like, just... I mean...
Yeah, well, here you go, Chad. Here, what's this dog fucking staring at your goddamn soul? Fetch me their souls.
Give me their bodies.
Oh,
Yes,
you wanna
the
talk
dog-
about- you want to
I
talk
know
about this
that
car?
was actually a little bit scary.
So, yeah,
Oh my
behind the
gosh,
scenes...
yeah, I was thinking of the Ultraman thing too.
So, yeah, behind the scenes wise, by episode 36, they had to replace the dog because the original dog they had died.
It did look old.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Oh my
so,
gosh.
like,
Yeah, the first thing we said when we saw the dog sitting in his little pod was like, man, that dog looks old.
Yeah.
like, in which you can actually tell the differences in the dogs. Like, it's the same breed, But like the second dog is very like he's more fluffy,
More poofy.
which I'm trying to find.
Instead of I see, the second one is called I also see.
I see you.
I fetch the ball.
No, and like
I am
episode
good,
2
though.
ends with like them like they're like, oh man, I wish Pink was here. Like, you're awesome. And then she shows up. She's like, I'll be a tennis champ later. I'm gonna focus teaching kids how to play tennis and to swim.
And you know what?
And then they end up seeing the dog just in the middle of like the seats or whatever in the stadium that they're at. And then it just ends with the shot of them chasing the dog down on the stadium.
There he is. Look how happy he is. Like if you click on that
Notice
picture
that
there.
that IC always either has a face that looks like he doesn't care about anything and is terrifyingly cold-hearted, or is absolutely adorable like that picture.
Like that's the
It
thing.
looks happy.
Like that's the thing about this dog. He always looks happy because he's always panting. Like he looks very happy. But then you look at the dialogue. It's like the things that this dog is. It's like it's a dog.
No, and
They're
then,
going to kill all of
and
humanity.
then what
Yeah.
happens with IC by the end of the series?
Okay, this is. Okay, I'll talk about it. Even though
Spoiler alert for a show from the 70s.
I'm sorry, but it's just
huge
so...
spoiler for a show that's celebrating its 40th anniversary, 40th anniversary. So the show ends with IC sacrificing himself to repair Denziman,
No.
because it gets it gets badly damaged in a fight,
So,
and they're like, "Do we have the parts? We don't have any spare parts." So like he's waiting for the right moment to like sacrifice himself, and that's where the shot where you see him in the mech,
Aww.
and it's like, "Farewell, dog."
Aww.
In which they throw a giant celebration for him.
Aww.
So yeah, fun fact, Denziman, their robot, was actually one of the names of the mechs that I planned for the Castranger game, so now I have to change that name.
Also, it has an elevator.
Oh my god! They actually, like, in every other Sentai, they jump up or teleport into their megazords or whatever. In this show, the fucking megazord transforms and lands on the ground, and then you watch the team just straight up run into the foot of their mech and they all take the one cramped elevator up to the cockpit.
Yeah, and then you see a shot of them in the cockpit, and Gar made a notice that it looks like the Denshi Green's like a mannequin, because it doesn't look like it moves at all.
They just put their suits on mannequins, and the red's the only one there.
In terms of their mech, it's okay, and I'm not
I gotta say, for the first ever transforming mech, not bad. The effects of it transforming are pretty decent.
Yeah.
It just looks so weird and skinny when it's just standing there.
Yeah, there's a shot where they leave the mech or whatever, and it's just staying there, just frozen stiff.
We're just gonna leave it here, I guess.
I'm trying to find it.
Kid fucking Jackson or something. Oh yeah, they also have a Denziman fan club because they save a bunch of fucking kids.
The Denshi fans?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of his name is Santa.
Yeah, one of the kids' names is Santa!
Okay.
What the fuck?
All right,
Maybe it's Santa.
here's the shot.
Spoiler.
It's a spoiler shot.
Yeah, look at that.
So goofy.
Just look how big the mech is compared to them.
Jeez.
There's
Also-
just a door in the side of its foot.
My bigger question is, why is Green so far away from everyone?
I don't
Because he
know.
doesn't like them.
6 feet apart, everyone.
No, he's the coolest of them.
6 yums!
In the opening, it shows that he can clearly jump over, flip over a moving car.
Oh yeah, he's a cop.
Yeah, and he rolls and shoots his gun.
His outfit reminds me of Kyoryu Green.
A bit, yeah.
But yeah, their suits are interesting because I never noticed that each of them have different colored stripes.
It's because they all have a different number of
Yeah,
stripes to signify which number ranger they
I
are.
didn't notice that before.
Red's got 1 stripe, blue's got 2 stripe, and so on, and so on.
Oh yeah, this is also the first Sentai to have the proper to now have the designated roll call of having Pink be last instead of Green.
Yeah.
Because in Go Ranger it was Aka, Ao, Ki, Momo, Mido. In Jacka it was Ace, Diamond, Queen, Jack.
Even though that's not the same order as JAKQ.
But now it's red, Denzi red, blue, yellow, green, pink.
Now I'm assuming that the
The
other
start of a noble trend of making women inferior.
Now I'm assuming the other members have special abilities, but in these 3 episodes we watched, we only saw Denzi Red do the Denzi
It's
scope.
Denzi scope.
Oh, they can all do the Denzi scope.
Oh, okay.
But they don't have any signature abilities. of theirs.
Didn't Blue have a Denzi drill?
No, well, they can all do that.
Oh.
So basically, they all have the same abilities.
They all have everything.
And then
So what's the
they do a
point?
Denzi jump where they all just like pitter patter their feet like really really fast, and then they go woo, and then
I forget where, but there was this one shot where they were all like tumbling around, and then they all like rolled backwards up into like the Denshi Tower or whatever the fuck, and that just killed me.
Oh man.
But yeah, like the fighting choreography was all right. Like they did a lot of like zoom in shots, reversing, and it was just really it was really hard to watch.
It made me sick. It actually made me sick, and also I fell asleep a couple times.
Yeah, you got a headache too at one point.
It made me sick. I got a headache, and I fell asleep, all from the same episodes.
Denzi would be more like Denzi Bleh.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for me, I just like I'll believe you, Gar. Like it probably does get really really good like throughout the series, but like it just for the first 3, it just didn't grab me.
That's fair.
I had more fun with Jaka, honestly.
Yeah.
It's because it had Nazis.
No, fucking big one, man. Oh, it's Ammonite.
Oh, it's an Ammonite. What does it say?
Oh yeah, he's because of the whole Helix thing.
I started a
a
cult.
cult.
Yeah, I was part of that stream, that first one.
Oh, Bird Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, so the episode after that one apparently features Lupin, Camralar, and beautiful girls getting killed.
Why didn't we watch that one?
Yeah, that's the thing about Queen Hedria. She wants to be the most beautiful thing.
She wants to destroy all
Mirror on the wall.
Well, yeah, she wants to destroy all beauty in the world.
Yeah, because hell, there's an episode where she loses a tooth. So there's someone that wins like best smile, and she's like, kill her.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
What is this, Day of the Tentacle?
Oh, and by the way, child.
Oh no!
So it's like,
Does the child get murdered?
yeah, a child almost gets murdered
Whoa.
because it has a better
Whoa.
smile than her.
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
70s and 80s. Like they
Wait,
did
so he
not
only
care.
almost gets murdered.
They did not care about fucking like getting kids and like hurt and stuff.
Oh yeah, here's a thing.
Well, yeah, the kids in the sewer almost get lit on fire.
They set me on fire. One big thing. So, as I mentioned, Battle Fever, Go Ranger and Jaka weren't considered parts of the Super Sentai franchise until 1993. So, 1995 was the start of like the 20th anniversary of the franchise.
Oh.
Simply because Go Ranger and Jaka didn't have a mech.
Oh.
Battle Fever had a
But
mech.
they were so cool they didn't need mechs.
Not even that. People just didn't know. So, like, there were some magazines being like, here's Sentai. And, like, Toei would be like, Go Ranger and Jaka aren't Sentais. And the media is like, but they look the same.
Yeah, they colored suits.
Yeah, they're color-coded superhero teams.
Their name's Sentai underneath.
Well, they didn't have... They weren't super Sentai.
And Go Ranger did. It was Himitsu Sentai Go Ranger.
Yeah. But Denziman is considered the first Sentai to have a sequel, which is Taiyo Sentai Sun Vulcan. Where
Sun Vulcan is a sequel to Denziman?
Yep, because Queen Hedria came back.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't know
Whoa!
it was a sequel.
Wow.
There were plans to do a crossover, but unfortunately it got scrapped.
Oh.
But there was an episode that connected with Planet Denzi again.
I'm
Cool.
looking forward to watching Sun Vulcan.
Sun Vulcan
Vulcan's
is
dope.
planned because I at least want to show off all of the Shouzo Uhara, like, Sentai seasons.
Yeah.
Which I would consider this his best work.
I love that it sounded like there was a question mark.
No.
His best work?
Well,
Also, we got a shot of Kenji Oba's character, like freaking like climbing up a building with like a rope, and I was like,
rappelling down a building.
yeah,
and
pulling that building, and it's like
he
that's
did a
him.
bunch of flips.
Yeah, it's like that's totally him doing that that building shot. So
Yeah.
that was cool.
which this show eventually led to Keiji Oba becoming Gavon 2 years later.
Gee, yeah, no, he fucking deserves
Is he
it.
a god? Or did he
He came
die?
up- Gavon.
Gavon,
Gavon.
the first metal
Space
hero.
I thought you
Gavon.
said divine, not Gavon.
He's a
thought
divine
you-
performer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's a legend.
He was also in Kill Bill as the bald guy.
Yeah. In Kill Bill, he's credited as Bald Guy.
The bald guy. Yeah, he's a Tori Hanzo's like second right hand man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, really? That's him?
Yeah, that's Kenji Oba. Let's go on.
Sick.
Denziman was also a big part of... it was a huge part in Gokaiger as well.
Yes.
Because if you remember the Gokaiger Goseiger crossover, Keiji Oba came back to reprise
All
his
3
role
characters.
No, that's in the Gavon crossover.
Oh,
In which the Gokaigers are like, they all kind of look the same.
If you want to watch a really good crossover movie, Gokaiger versus Gavon. Solid.
Mm-hmm.
It brought back Mellow Heroes.
Yep.
Which, also go watch the Space Sheriff trilogy. It's good. New Generation.
Oh yeah, the new generation.
Next generation.
Yeah, the next generation.
Shider, man. Shider was fucking sick.
Yep. Overall, I enjoy Denziman. It's a good Sentai. I like to go back to it.
I'll believe you that it probably gets better, but I gotta say from these 3 episodes, it was literally a snooze fest.
Like the Denshi punch, that was cool.
It has one of the best ending themes.
It was a pretty good ending theme too. The
I
songs
I like the opening a lot better.
But I also may just be like addicted to that ending because like they play it as the fight music as well.
Oh yeah, I did notice that.
That in the ending shot, like, or at least in the ending credits, I like how like all 5 of them are walking away from the explosion.
Yep.
Oh yeah, their vehicles. Forgot about that. Like the
tiger and the whatever.
No,
Yeah,
but they had
Tiger.
a motorcycle with a sidecar and then like a Hummer. But all four of the 5 Denzimans
rode in the Jeep. So the sidecar was never used.
Yeah, and it pisses me off because at least in Metelder he had a sidecar, but it had a purpose. It was an AI computer that shot missiles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so
And they had a subterranean monorail to take them to their secret base.
from the athletics
The
club.
Denshi shooter.
Huh.
Subterranean monorail.
Yeah.
What's up, Greg?
Well, nothing. I'm just realizing that this show was heavily inspired from science fiction, and then 1981, like, because 1980 was also the year that, like, this is not.
It was the year the 70s died.
Yeah. Well, think of it this way, because I'm going to go on a bit of a epiphany here.
Tangent?
Yeah, a bit of a tangent, if you guys don't mind.
Sure.
1980. It's the year where Sentai finally... Like, it was the year that Sentai finally found its footing. Like, it was consistent every year, 50 episodes, then next season. It's the year that Kamen Rider also came back to television after a 5-year hiatus with Sky Rider. It's also the year where, like, think of it, this show was influenced from science fiction, and, like, all of Japan was going on a big boom about science fiction.
You can just say Star Wars.
But this is the year that Ultraman died.
Yeah.
Because there's the show Ultraman 80. It was the last show until 1996.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of Howard.
A 16-year gap between Ultraman 80 and Tiga.
Wow.
Well, a few animes and...
Yeah, I guess, like,
Western
Ultraman survived,
adaptations.
but it's like, it's astonishing that, like, right as the science fiction boom was starting, Ultraman was just nowhere to be seen.
Oh,
like,
because Ultraman is about aliens.
yeah, it's like, it's heavy science fiction. And it's like, oh, nope.
We want this kind of sci-fi.
So I would have really liked to have seen like more 80s Ultraman.
Can you imagine an Ultraman series with a lot of Star Wars inspirations?
Dude,
It
Yeah.
would be interesting.
I love it.
Ultraman Wars.
And also, like, 1981, the next Kamen Rider was, like, heavily science fiction based with Super 1. But then, alright, that's the end of Kamen Rider until 84. Then Gavon, heavy science fiction show, and it was the start of Metal Heroes. Which Metal Heroes went on until the 90s. Which, Jikai Radio Sentai Castranger. So, for the 3rd week of Metal April 3, Rise of the Sentais, we'll be talking about, we're going to move into the 90s a bit.
Whoa!
Yeah, the tubular 90s, radical, to talk about the Sentai that saved, in huge air quotes, saved Super Sentai with Gekiso Sentai Car Ranger.
You were close, Phil. The rest of
You're close. Mega Ranger is on the list, don't worry. With Car Ranger, and
I'm
how
excited.
Sentai was also parodying Metal Heroes at the time.
Signal Man, baby.
With the first 2-episode debut of Signal Man, aka Blue Centurion.
I love Signal Man. Everything about him.
Episodes 1, 12, and 13 of Car Ranger will be our topic next week.
Fuck yeah. I can't wait for Signal Man.
I'm excited. I'm actually looking forward to this. And I'm speaking as someone who enjoyed Turbo.
Oh yeah, you're a huge Power Ranger Turbo fan.
Elgar, I've seen in Car Ranger.
Fucking
Sentai-
terrifying!
Terrifying! My god!
Which, don't worry. Akio, you still shaving? Ah, son of a sword. What?
Why is he shaving? It's a helmet.
Helmets can grow stubble.
Yes.
My helmet can crush.
This is my face.
Is your face? Oh, hi, AkiYellow.
Hello! Yes, there is actually a lot to talk about for Car Ranger was. Oh, my wonderful magical cars from space.
No, from space.
Yes, they are. They're from space. Car magic.
Oh, Gar.
Kargic?
Gar.
Yes.
Yeah, it means Ichi gets to see that character.
He gets to see Dapu.
Oh, Dapu.
Okay.
Schwa for now, everyone. Wait, that
No.
Goldcaster, that's the wrong show. Sorry. Wait, what is the schwa for now for Cast Ranger?
I don't know. I have a spiel to get through anyway.
Oh,
Sort
that's
of a
it.
thank you for listening type thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So, as always, thank you everyone for listening, watching, liking, sharing, favoriting, subscribing, and being awesome.
Tickling the balls.
Tickle more. As always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our merch page, freshly updated, and will be again soon. Our Facebook, where I post thumbnails. Our Twitter account. Our Patreon, where you can help us make the show better for you. Our Discord server, where you can chat with other cool people here and listen to the show live. And that'll do it for us this week. Thanks for tuning in on this Good Friday, Easter weekend edition of Cast Ranger.
Yeah.
Hope everyone is staying safe and healthy from the thing that's going around that we cannot mention for fear of being
The
demonetizationized.
Backstreet Boys concert.
No.
You told me to stop doing that bit!
The Bugster virus.
Yeah, the Bugster virus.
Yeah, everyone stay safe from the Bugster virus.
But, yeah. Next week, we're talking about Car Ranger.
Yoda!
Everyone be careful, please.
That's Dapu.
That is a Dapu.
No,
What?
It's the baby from Dinosaurs. Not the mama.
Yeah, he
He's
grew up
from
and
the
became...
thing. I've been thinking of that too every
grew up
time they
and-
say the thing.
He grew up and became Yoda.
Think of it this way. Do you remember the fucking alien thing from the Turbo movie?
Larigo?
Larigo?
That's what the baby grew into.
No, that's what Larigo's based on.
Oh, God! Well, don't forget to use our Skip the Dishes code in the description. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
We love
Thanks
the
for
dog.
listening, everyone.
Everyone go pet a dog, but within your own house.
Dogs.
Right.
Dogs.
Dogfish.